But ended up I couldn't find a house that I felt. I wanted a ranch, and there everything is 2 stories with basements because it's in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And where I live, a lot of flat land, and most homes are ranch style. And with my bad feet, I couldn't go for a 2-story house, and I'd never used the upstairs, so I didn't do it. And I'm glad now because I'm so used to the mild winters in North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I've always wanted to move down south because of the winters here. Didn't work out.
I'm sorry, Sherry doesn't like the warm climate.
Well, you heard her mom. I mean, you lucky you hear. This is a mild day, extremely mild. Those girls, they can't handle any heat.
So they're inside with air conditioning.
Oh yeah, and the air conditioning. I can't stand the air conditioning.
So you're out on the front porch.
My sinuses swell up. Something about the conditioned air that just does not sit right with me. And so we have this struggle. It's the only downside to Mother moving in is the air conditioning issue. I understand, she's an older lady and you got to be cooled off.
Than Sherry does.
Yeah, but Sherry's going to be the same way.
She still likes her air conditioning.
Yeah, oh yeah. I told her, we moved. Granted, Savannah was pretty smoking hot down there. It's very humid, but I told her, every car has air conditioning, every building has air conditioning, every store, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Unless you're a roofer, and then there's times of the year when you just can't work because it's too hot, but you keep conditioned to it.
Yeah.
But she was just a little afraid of the hot weather and being down there.
So you can just pull up anywhere you want. Where there's space.
Yeah, go fishing.
Set up a chair, fish.
Yeah.
Picnic. Sit out in the sun.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, look, they got a bounce house over here. Little kid's birthday party or something. You got the bounce house going.
Yeah.
The whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah, I see them fishing there. What kind of fish they got? You're not a fisherman.
No, I'm not much of a fisherman.
I don't know what the fish are up here.
Ooh, that's a good question.
You get sturgeon?
I know they do. I don't know if they catch them in this river or in the lake that feeds this river.
In Wisconsin, a girlfriend I had, her family talked about. Her father had a trailer up on a lake north of Wausau, an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove up there and spent the night, and there's a little lake, and you could get, I think, pike.
Yeah. You catch pike out here.
And do they have teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of fish. They said you got to be careful. They'll bite you.
Yeah, they catch bass. I think they catch bass out here.
Yeah.
A lot of what is the smaller stuff?
Going out there in the field in a lounge chair sunbathing.
This is the far end, I think. This way.
The north end.
Right. As far north and east as you're going to get. And we're going to start heading back down the other side.
Oh, boy. So that's a swim area, actually.
Yeah, it sort of looks like a little cove or something, or a little pond.
It looks like you could.
There's a walk bridge over top of it out there, Howard. Looks like a walk bridge out there.
A lagoon, they call it.
Yeah, there you go.
Blue Lagoon or something. And they got a little golf course over there. Maybe a 3-hole golf course or something.
Yeah. Driving range.
How about that? Hey, Robert, I really appreciate you riding me around.
Hey, no problem. No problem. Got nature center out here. I know on the I googled, or not Google, Bing. I use Bing instead of Google. Google's evil. Did the search on Belle Island. It comes up with a map of the island, and it said that I know there's an aquarium out here, and I know there was at some time there was a concern that it was going to get closed down because of lack of funding or whatever. But there's also a zoo out here. Wow. Probably not a full-blown zoo, but it listed a zoo out here as well. I've never been all the way up around here. I've only gone as far as the beach and stuff. This is the marina, I think, here.
Wow. Oh man, there's some big sailboats over there. So they could get all the way. These big boats, they can get up on Lake Huron.
Oh sure. Yeah, they have a
Huron or Huron?
Huron. They have a sailboat race. That's Detroit to Mackinac or something.
You can sleep on these boats.
Oh, sure. This is the Detroit Yacht Club. And they actually have a sailboat race. It's I think it's Port Huron to Mackinac. So they'll float them from here up to Port Huron from here up through Lake St. Clair, up to St. Clair River.
The water is green, green, green. What is the quality of the water that makes it so...
That's a good question. I know we had some trouble with Lake St. Clair for about 8-10 years. One of the townships was pumping their sewer into it.
It looks like clear green.
Oh yeah, it's good. It is. It's nice water. It's good, clean water.
But it's interesting color. Oh wow.
This is the beach. Yeah.
Man.
Look at that. Who would imagine when you tell somebody I went to the beach in Detroit? They call you nut. They think you're nuts, Howard.
Let's see, that's downtown over
there.
Yeah.
There's the bridge. I think we come across right there.
Man, what a big island. Jeez.
Yeah, see? And who would have thought about it? Oh, yeah, I go to the beach every Sunday in Detroit. You'd say, man, what is that guy? He's smoking something. He's on something.
Oh, they got the water slide there.
Mm-hmm.
See, on my motorcycle, if I was traveling in my Tahoe, 4 wheels, you could cruise and stop and pause, no problem. But on a Harley, you're exposed, you're on 2 wheels, you have to balance, it's really tough to sightsee.
Yeah, it is.
Pictures
it is.
Along the way. So this is just a luxury for me to be driven around.
Yeah, well,
I'm able to just...
Do you have a camera on your bike or something? Is it still at the bike?
No, I'm just using a handheld iPhone.
Oh. Well, you should have been clicking some pictures on. Because the girls called. They're going to do a little, they're going to the dollar store to do something, and they want to meet us for dinner already.
Okay.
You know how those girls are.
Okay.
You know, they're just snapping the fingers, tapping the foot.
Whenever you want to, when she called, she was suggesting a time.
Yeah, she said, should we go get a table? I said, we're on the island, Sherry.
Okay, we ought to head back then, Robert.
Okay.
And I'm not even caring about the time. I mean, personally.
Right.
I'm not into that kind of
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Now look at this house here. There's a
private home?
No, it's there's a historical marker there telling you something about it.
Could have been one time.
It might have been somebody's caretaker or something.
Had a curator of the island. The island was created as a park back in the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bridge, and I guess they've been charging admission to pay for maintenance. So.
Right. Yep. And it puts a lot of these kids to work down here too, you know, which is always a good thing.
Oh yeah. all for job creation. Get people working, taking care of themselves, teaching responsibility. Not just being hand down, but a hand up. That's something Pastor Lawson talks about.
Yep.
I tell you what, I am just so happy to found him. And I really got regular October of 15, and I can't remember exactly when I created a profile and logged in. And I didn't say too much on the chat. It was a pretty good one.
It is.
Get to know folks and feel part of it, you know?
Yeah.
Of the family.
Yeah. We found him the same way. I watched a video. The guy's name's Davey, something or another.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
And beneath it, there's links and information about things.
Well, what I did is I actually sent the guy a private message or something somehow. He left an email contact. He's in England. He's actually been to the church. He's actually been on the chat with us too. His name was Davey something or another, and I recognized his name. I said, "You're the RSE guy, aren't you, on YouTube?" He said, "Yeah, how do you know?" I said, "Well, you used a sound bite of Pastor Lawson on one of your videos, and I sent him an email and said, who is this guy and how do we find him?" And he told me who he was and directed me to the live stream, and the rest is history. We've been watching him ever since. That was probably right around the time you got involved, August of 15.
Okay, I was
maybe a little
later,
maybe yeah, but it might have been a little earlier, June, because I think we stopped going to that other church. The preacher that we liked, I told you we drive 40 minutes to go out to his church.
Yeah.
After we left the seeker-friendly place. When we started going to that church, he had already told the congregation that he was moving on to the place downtown here. And so we only had about 3 or 4 months with him preaching, and then he left, and I think he was done the 1st of June. So June and July we were searching around, and end of July, August we found Temple in 2015, and it changed our lives. It's life altering, that church and those people.
Whittier, is that an old hotel?
Yeah. Yep.
Back there it looked like almost looked like project housing.
It might be some of these places, yeah, because some of these places are corporate owned as well.
Okay.
See, like this place here is for sale, and there's nobody in there. There's nothing in there, and that's not all that old of a building. You know, you look at the architecture compared to say this one here. This is an old building.
We need to get American manufacturing back, put Americans to work, and not make our own stuff and not import everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I agree.
I'm 68 and I'm not worried about that anymore. I feel sorry for the younger generations, really all over the world.
Yeah, that's like I said, with having this niece and nephew so close to us, where we'd watch them and babysit them on Friday to Saturday, sometimes Saturday even into Sunday. And I tell y'all, listen, I got this keyboard virus because I got a 2-year-old on one knee and a 4-year-old on the other knee, and
they'll reach over every day.
Oh yeah, they're going crazy. They want to say hello too. They want to type too, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to hold on to them and type at the same time, but because we've been very in tune with these kids, I'm worried about what they eat, what they take in on the radio and the TV, especially the TV.
Oh yeah.
Knowing that Disney is just diabolic and evil, the whole setup,
the gay stuff,
all of it, the subliminal messaging.
Oh yeah.
They come out with a movie a year or two ago, and it was geared toward these young kids. anywhere from 4 or 5 years old to 12 years old. Singing, dancing, music, pop music, hey, be popular, blah, blah, blah. And one of the songs was called I'm Evil. And I actually...
For children.
Yes, and I've actually watched it and saved it to my history on my YouTube page, and to show it to people like Sherry's sister, the mother of these kids, because she'll say, her famous line is, it's fine. It's fine. I said, do you know what's in that stuff that you're feeding them right there? Oh, it's fine, Robert, it's fine. I eat it. It's not killing me. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Huh.
And she doesn't really take much of anything seriously. So it's a shame. It really is a shame.
City boys, huh?
Detroit police, is that a Dodge? Or is that a Camaro? It looks like it is. It was a Camaro.
I guess it'd be times where they'd have to bump into a car and run it off the road if they...
Yeah.
Border. Wow. Well, this is the headquarters because there's no border crossing right there, is it?
No.
That has to be a headquarters for the actual bridges for people coming down.
Right. And there's probably where the border patrol people check in and check out.
Okay.
You know, they probably go to their duty station or wherever it might be. That is a Dodge. That's it. What is that? That's a Charger. A Dodge Charger police car.
Those are hot cars. They move out. So that's the Dodge place.
Yeah, the Dodge. That's a big factory. Yeah. See that one there? What does that say? Continental. It's Continental Steel. Continental Steel. They moved to Mexico, I think, a long time ago.
Bringing back Trump. Well, you know, when he was campaigning, he was already getting companies to come back.
The name of the street is Continental. Davis Aerospace and Technological something or another. Right here, right on the river. And, you know, we got barges that come down through here because they go down through the river, through to Lake Erie, to Toledo. Toledo's got a huge port.
Really?
Yeah. Why we don't have a port here, I don't know. And I think that was part of the deal. If you look into Michigan...
Politic of Ohio politics?
Looking into Michigan history, Michigan either had at one point or wanted Toledo to be part of the state of Michigan. And to appease not giving Toledo to Michigan, they gave us the UP. They gave us the Upper Peninsula.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to look into that. I've done a little bit of that kind of stuff. I should have done more knowing you were coming. More research on the state. But there's a lot more to Michigan than building cars.
Yeah.
Over on the west side of the state, Lake Michigan, right way over here on the other side of the state, we have what's called the Great Sleeping Bear Dunes. We have dunes, like desert dunes in Michigan.
We have dunes at Kitty Hawk in the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
So we have dunes. We have forest. We have the Great Lakes. We have wetlands. Hunting, fishing. We got an island in the river with a beach. Man, we got just about everything. We got amphitheaters, outdoor amphitheaters here.
The sand dunes at Kitty Hawk at the Outer Banks, sand hang gliding is big. I've done that there. You go in for 30-minute course of training and how to do it, and then you get a thing and you walk up this dune with it. I was in my late 30s at the time, and you run and jump off a dune and catch wind from the ocean coming in. The Atlantic gives you updrafts coming up the dune.
Wow, yeah.
altitude, and then you can flatline it and just glide around.
A lot of hot air ballooning here in Michigan too, and it's super duper popular in the fall when the foliage changes colors. It's got to be my favorite season of all 4 of the seasons in Michigan is fall. One, because I can run around with a sweatshirt on and I'm comfortable wearing a sweatshirt and jeans, and the colors are just fabulous. The reds, the orange and yellows, it's just gorgeous, and it just goes on and on and on as far as you can see up north. Here too, everywhere you see a green tree here turns colors too.
We're headed back up the way we came down?
Yeah, we're headed right back up. This is Jefferson Avenue, or Shoreline, they call it here in the Grosse Points. But I'm going to shut this thing down. We're on our way to meet the girls for dinner at the Cracker Barrel. Howard's
Come to Michigan.
digging on some Cracker
Look
Barrel.
around.
And we'll see you either later on tonight or tomorrow for church, and hopefully a nice bike ride out of town, sending Howard on his way.
Yeah.
God bless y'all. We'll talk to you
Thanks
later.
for your prayers.